straight back into building our links. Okay, we're going to do this section here today. Okay, so let's get straight into it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make a shape. Okay, so I'm going to grab the shape tool, which is the rectangular marquee shape tool. I'm going to have a radius of 10 pixels, and I'm going to click on color, and I'm just going to make it a darker color. It doesn't matter what it is, we're going to come in and change it in a bit. And all I'm going to do is click and drag, make it sort of the same size, and there we go. I'm going to let go, and there is our shape. And you will notice in our layers palette it has made us a new layer. But what I want to do in this one, I want to change this a bit. Normally with shapes we just leave them as they are. Okay, well in this tutorial I want to actually rasterize this shape. So I basically want to flatten this shape and just make it into an individual layer. Okay, at the moment this isn't. This is set to paths. Okay, so the way to do this is in the empty area on layer 5 I'm going to right click and I'm going to choose rasterize layer. That now has just turned it into a normal bog standard layer, which means I can come in with my rectangular marquee tool selected. I can highlight over some of this and I can hit delete on my keyboard. I'm just looking for the effect of having the rounded edges and the top. Okay, there we go. That is looking good. Next thing I want to do is I want to make a new layer. So I'm going to come down to our icon, click on new layer, and I'm just going to make a rectangular with the rectangular marquee tool selected. I'm just going to actually zoom in a bit just so I can get in and have a look. Okay, what I want to do is I don't want to start right at the edge. I want to start just a little bit in the middle there, just about there, because I'm going to come in here in a bit and I'm going to add a 1 pixel stroke. And let me just make it a bit longer. We can always come in and free transform it. That is looking good. Let go. Now the blue color that I want to put in there is, if I click on my foreground color here and I'm going to type my own coordinates in, the blue color I'm looking for is 9ECCF5. Okay, that's the blue I want. And again, as it is selected as our foreground color, we can hold down Alt, hit backspace on the keyboard, and that will allow us to just paint it in. So we are ready. We've got our blue bar at the top and we've got our blue box. Okay, what I want to do now is I want to come back into my layers palette, and I'm just going to bring this across so we can see both. Now on layer 5 is the top bar and layer 9 is the big blue box. Okay, so let's come into layer 9 first and modify that. Double left click in the open space, and all I want to do in this one is I want to come down to stroke, click on the word stroke. I want to add a stroke of a size of 1 pixel. Okay, and the color that I want is going to be, I'm going to click on that. I'm going to click on the actual where it says color, where I have the black color. I'm going to click on that and I'm going to choose a color of 55. I think it's B4EB. Yep, that looks damn good to me. And I'm going to hit OK, and you'll notice now we have a 1 pixel stroke going all the way around that box. Perfect. Going to hit OK. So that is the blue box sorted out, and the next thing I've got to sort out is the actual top button area here. So if we come down to shape 5, okay, that's the name of the layer, or it might be different on yours. Again, I'm going to double left click in an open space, and again our layer style comes up, and what I want this time is I want a gradient overlay. Okay, and we've used this a few times, so we're probably pretty professional at this now. I'm going to left click on the actual color there, and I'm going to type in this bottom left hand corner. I'm going to double left click on that, and I'm going to put in my own colors here because I know what they are. I want this one to be 1A446A. Okay, that's the blue I want for the first one. And the next one, let me bring this into view so you can see. Double left click on the bottom right one, and I want to put this as a color of BAD, bad 8F3. Okay, that's the second blue I want. And you'll notice now, you can see here that it's actually changed. Okay, so I'm just going to come out of the gradient editor. I'm going to hit OK, and now if I move my mouse outside of the layer style, again it turns into a move tool, and I can grab this and I can just move this up a bit. I just want a little bit of white at the top. That's about right, just to have some form of gradient effect. And then I'm going to hit OK, and there is our gradient effect at the top. Very easy, as you can see. While we're here, I'll tell you what we'll do. Shape 5, I'm going to call this top bar, and shape 9, double left click on where it says layer 9, I'm going to call this blue box. Again, you can call this whatever you want, but you all know my brain is pretty warped. So moving on, you'll notice also now in the original, now we got this area in, we also had this. We had this little icon here. Well, that comes from that folder that you downloaded from my website. Okay, let me just minimize this. And we're looking for, the way where I got that picture from was, we're looking for, where is it? We're looking for the iPhone. Okay, so just left click, drag that into Photoshop. And all I did was take a snippet, or it's probably the wrong word, but I just took a little section out of this blue area here. So what I did was I grabbed my rectangular marquee tool and I just drew a section around this. And I did a Control C or right click copy, okay, and then let me just shut this down. Then all I did was come back to my template we're building, right click, paste, or Control V, paste. Okay, now what you'll notice at the moment is this actually goes behind our blue box. Okay, there's our little icon and then we suddenly can't see it. That's very easy to fix. We come to our layers palette and you'll notice that the blue box is above this layer 9, which is this icon. So the way to make this work is we just push layer 9 above the blue box. Now when we click and drag, you'll notice it comes over and we can see the icon. So let's do a Control T, which puts us in free transform, and I'm just going to hold down Shift to keep it in proportion, and I'm going to make this just a little bit smaller. Okay, once that's selected, if I grab the marquee tool, you'll notice it forces me to apply or don't apply. I'm going to hit apply, and there we go. There's our little bullet style icon. Very nice indeed. Okay, so we're looking good. What we might do is quickly just type in, if we change the foreground color just to white, come into our pen tool, click with our pen tool, and you can see it's huge, but it doesn't matter, we'll bring it down. Category. I've probably spelled it wrong because I always do. One sec. Let me bring it back into view. Okay, so highlight it, come up the top here to the text. Let's change this smaller. It's just way too big. This is in points. Let's make it 12 pixels. Okay. Just keeps changing back to points. 2.8 points. Let's make it 2. Let's make it 3. Oh, and let's make it 4. Okay, 4 is good. 4 is looking good. Let's just move that in. And there we go. We just added our category of, I think it was 4 points. I've got to work out why this is in points. I probably need to change something to actually change it to pixels, but that's fine. I've got Arial, bold, and you know what I might do? I might make it smooth just so it doesn't look that horrible color. And I might as well, while I'm here, actually take off the bold and just make it regular. And there we go. We got category. It's probably spelled wrong, like I say, but hey, what does it matter? And there we go. We've managed to get our sidebar in. Next tutorial, we're probably going to come in here. We're going to put the links in. We're going to get the rest of these bullets in, and we will be moving really fastly forward from there. Take it easy, guys and girls.